Another week. You know what that means? Conversation time here at SOS. So this week we had some really good conversations. We started it off with podcasts. And apparently Barack Obama and the boss, Bruce Springsteen's assistant, has put out a podcast. I'm hoping someone can tell me what it is because that's all the information I got. Thank you, Rod. We also had an audio book recommendation, and no doubt this is also a book. I would not like to see this as a movie, and when I tell you what it is, you'll probably go, we don't want that either. So the book is, or the audio book is called Women Talking, and it's set in Belarus, and it's actually set in Belarus between 2006 and 2012. And the basis of the book is that the ladies of Belarus actually set up a committee where they just solely spoke in Mennonite language. And the reason why they set up a committee was because the Belarusian men were actually raping women and children. And before they were raping them, they were actually drugging them. A couple of the ladies actually went to the local police and said, we'd like to obviously make a complaint. And then the local police protected the rapists. Odd, to say the least. And so, you know, it's a tough thing to talk about at any time, but, you know, even more so when we're talking, you know, less than a decade ago, that this shit still continues. And that, you know, people get protected by those who are meant to be serving the community. Best band ever seen. And this is, you know, going to cause some friction in the land of SOS. Because my best band I've ever seen before I was married was the Divinals. Chrissy Amphlett. Oh, my God. But, you know, after that, Bonnie Raitt. I seen Bonnie Raitt with Susie at the Enmore Theatre, and she was, she was something else. I have, you know, Led Zeppelin. You know, if you're ever lucky enough to see Led Zeppelin live, that would have been mind blowing. I've seen AC/DC live, and still, you know, my ears rang for, you know, 3 weeks afterwards. So, you know, throw in your conversations, you know, the best bands you've ever seen and why. The next topic of conversation was birthdays. And, you know, everyone likes to celebrate a birthday, and we've said this before, every birthday should be celebrated. None more so than your 21st and your 18th. So, you know, huge congratulations to Dylan and Brendan Cooper, who celebrate their 21st and their 18th birthday. I have no doubt that your livers, gentlemen, would still be recovering probably 2 weeks after. If I can give you any advice, drink water and lots of it. And eat, because, you know, that's what you're meant to do at parties. All right. On that topic, we discussed presents, and not the presents, but, you know, what to buy someone, you know, for a present, whether or not it's their birthday or whether or not it's a wedding anniversary. We buy experiences, okay, and that experience can be something simple as, you know, a day pass to the Pottery Palace, or a day to the Mogo Zoo, or an experience or an animal experience at the Mogo Zoo, you know, or, you know, going out and making pottery, or going to make a knife, or, you know, going to carve yourself a spoon. They're all experiences that we probably wouldn't buy ourselves. And it's something that we probably need to do to support, you know, local businesses, you know, who have had it pretty tough for the last, you know, couple of years with Rona and fires and all the other stuff that comes with it. So, you know, go and support those local communities or those local businesses that give you an experience. Okay? SOS Chats is going to go live as of next month. We have lined up some guest speakers, but first off, you get to hear me ramble for probably 25 minutes about what we do here, why we do it, and what probably makes us you know, the best. And that is a big title to put on anything. But, you know, we are an award-winning gym, and there's a reason why we probably won that award, because we do things differently here, all right? We're a gym that just not, you know, you just can't join, all right? You have to have, you know, and 9 times out of 10 this happens, and sometimes it doesn't, where you have to have a chat to the owners to, you know, see whether or not you can get on with us and we can get on with you, because that's a tough thing in this game. All right, we're not a 24-hour gym. We're 5 days a week. We don't work Saturdays. We don't work Sundays, and we like to, you know, sort of find out what makes our clientele tick. All right, and on top of that, the last one is what makes you weird or different, or whatever other word that you have for strange. So for me, I have a weird sense of humour, and to explain that to you, my brother, a couple of his mates, and myself went to see Private Ryan at the movie theatre. Okay, place was packed. And for those people who have seen Private Ryan a couple of times, they get out of the boats, they get out of the landing craft, all right, people getting shot, there's blood in the water, you know, there's arms and limbs falling off, there's brains being splattered everywhere. And there's a scene in there where one of the US soldiers gets shot in the helmet, and he takes off his helmet and has a look. He then gets shot in the head. And I still giggle because, you know, it's you know, why? But to me, that scene sort of, you know, made me giggle a little bit. And I actually said to myself, and I didn't realise I said it that loud, but I actually said, what are you doing? And then he gets shot in the head. And, you know, the eyes that I felt drill into the back of my head, my brother said that he will never go to the movies again, because who laughs at a bloke getting shot? I didn't laugh at the bloke getting shot. I laughed because he took off his helmet. And then, you know, if you're going to get shot once in the head and you don't die, it's more than likely that the person who shot you will probably line you up again once you take off your helmet. All right. So that was a question that we asked a couple of our junior athletes this week. One of them then told me about his flea that is actually performing somersaults in his hand, and he said to me, he's gone, oh, my flea's a bit hot at the moment, can you hold his jacket? So I put out my hand and said, yeah mate, yeah, no, he's put his jacket in there. And so he put his jacket in my hand and he did a couple more backflips, and he's gone, so do you think I've got a flea who's doing, you know, backflips in my hand? And I've sort of gone, I don't want to answer that. And he's gone, why is that? Is that because you're holding his jacket? And to me, you know, that's just a really cool joke, and there's nothing, you know, when you're 54 years young, I should say, that, you know, when a kid tells you to, you know, hold a jacket or answer a phone that, you know, is not really going to ring and pick it up, you do it. Because kids are fun, all right? So, yeah, so he got me. And then one of the other junior athletes has gone, why did the chicken cross the road? And I said, I don't know. Why did the chicken cross the road? Chicken crossed the road to get the idiot's house. And I've gone, oh, cool. Knock, knock, she said. And I've gone, who's there? She said, it's a chicken. And I said, I'm not at home. Go away. So, you know, that was, you know, that got me again. And it's just one of these things that makes, you know, everyone a little bit different, because there's some people who can tell that joke and some people that just try to tell it and it just fails. But yeah, so, you know, let us know what makes you weird. If you're one of these people that laugh at, you know, war movies at the most inappropriate times, you and I could be friends. Anyway, that's another week of conversations. Peace out, be good. Don't forget to vote at your local election, because if you don't, you're going to get fined, and no one likes giving money to people for fines. Peace out, be good. SOS Chats for another week.